Hi everyone, last night while I was in the shower I was using my loofah and it got me thinking, do you reckon I could make a project out of these? So some of you guys might be wondering why I thought I could make a project using a loofah. Well, while I was washing myself last night I realised that all this is plastic, and since resin is also plastic I figured they'd bond well together. And if I had enough of these in different colours, I reckon I could make a really cool blank. Now obviously I won't be using my one from the shower, but luckily for me, Nicole likes to buy things in bulk, and I found these in the cupboard. There's some really nice colours too. Now to be honest, I really have no idea what I'm going to make. The only thing I do know is that I'm going to cast it in this container, and then I'll figure out the rest later. So it's now time to pop in these loofahs, and as you can see I've tied them all together to make it a bit easier. Now I'm just going to put these in nice and slow so we don't overflow the resin. Well, I think that looks pretty good. So now that we've got all the loofahs wedged in there, I'm going to pop this in the pressure pot to cure. Well, that turned out pretty cool. Let's see if I can get it out of this container. Well, that was easy. Wow, that turned out really nice. I can't see any trapped air in there. And I kind of like this at the top. It's a bit harder than normal because it has got some resin coated on the plastic. Yeah, I think that's cool. I think I've got to get it onto a waste block now and then figure out what I'm going to make. Haven't seen burl dust on my lathe for a while. If you guys saw the vlog earlier this week, you would have seen that I started turning burl eggs again. So I'm going to have to be really careful while turning this that I don't come up and catch this netting, because if my tool gets caught in there, it's just going to rip my hand off and it's going to be quite dangerous. So I'm going to have to make sure that I give myself a bit of room. I'll probably stay about ½ an inch from the top here and only turn from there down. I think for a bit of security I'm just going to add a tailstock. And so I don't wreck these loofahs, I'm just using a cup. I think I pushed my luck there a little bit, just caught the edge of it and it's just started to lift, so that was lucky. Don't think I can go any higher. Just going to focus on this bottom now. I think it's looking cool though. Look at all the nice patterns in there. It's going to be so interesting to see this all sanded and polished. So now that I've got the shape that I want, I'm going to go ahead and clean up these ridges with my skew chisel. Well, I've got to admit, I am starting to regret leaving these loofahs exposed on the top here, and mainly because after I've nicked them, they've all come a bit loose, and I'm going to have to find a way of tidying them up, and I'm hoping that I can just get a nice sharp blade and maybe trim them up a little bit, just to make them look a bit nicer. But apart from that, I think it's turned out really good. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tailstock and put in the drill attachment. I'm then going to drill myself a 10mm hole all the way through the center of this. Now depending on what I decided to title this video, do you guys have any idea what I'm making? If you do, let me know. Now this part is definitely going to be more dangerous than it was turning, because I'm worried that the drill bit is just going to catch on all these and just rip it all out. But I'm hoping to push this drill bit all the way down to the hard resin, so hopefully it just goes straight through and doesn't pick up any loofah. Wish me luck. It caught the loofah, unfortunately. I think my best solution at the moment is to try and tape all this loofah away. That way it doesn't get caught. Well, that worked. Now I've just got one more hole to drill. Well, that was lucky. My blank started to come away from the waste block. I'm glad it happened now and not while I was turning. Hopefully that'll hold long enough for me to give it a sand. I guess we'll find out. Look at this mess I'm going to have to clean up. That's where the drill caught it. I think it'll still be okay though, once I trim it all up. If not, I'll just whip this straight off. But I think it'll be okay. Alright, let's give it a sand. Now just got to clean that up on the disc sander and then give it a hand sand. So did anyone guess what my two holes were for? Let me give you a hint. Nah, I'm only joking. It's not for water. It's to run my cable in. Now there is one thing I need to do before running the cable, and that is trim these loofahs. And I'm going to do that with a pair of scissors. It's like trimming hair. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Well, that also went a bit smoother than I expected. Now the next thing I need to do is feed this wire inside this metal tube. And the metal tube is going to sit inside that hole that I drilled. Now I'm not too sure what height I'm going to have it at yet. I'll wait until the bulb's on and the shade's on, and then I'll glue it in at the height that looks right. Now to stop this wire from accidentally getting pulled out down the bottom here, it's got this little safety clip on it. Back in the day I'd just tie a knot to stop it coming through, but this stops the wire from sliding down. It's a good idea. So now that my shade's on there, I can set the height and glue it down, and then once that's done, my loofah lamp is all finished. So before we check out my awesome loofah lamp, I wanted to let you guys know that as well as making some new burl dragon eggs for the store, Nicole's also made some new pocket hearts. She's even made some that change colour when they go in the sun. Now if you guys want to check them out, I'll leave a link in the description. Now one other thing, if you guys haven't already, go check out our second channel, BENSWORX Vlogs, where we do all kinds of videos like behind the scenes in the shop, take you away on holidays with us, and all kinds of cool exciting stuff. So make sure you go check that one out, and if you like it, hit subscribe. Now let's check out this lamp.